Welcome to Subramani. I'm going to talk to you about a concept which many of you youngsters would have heard of. Is something called a vision board. You could create it in your workplace, you could create it in your bedroom, you could create it anywhere, wherever you are sitting. What is a vision board? I mean, for those who do not know, vision board is a green board or a white board, whatever you want to, and in which you will pin all your goals. You have visual reminders, you write it down by hand, you put pictures, you say I want to visit Delhi, I want to visit Agra, I want to visit Eiffel Tower, or whatever. These are the places to visit, these are the things to do, these are the goals to achieve. It could be your retirement, depending on your age. Is it possible for a 23-year-old to think about retirement? It's very difficult. It's really very difficult. Whatever you call it financially free, you call it retirement, you call it anything, but their priorities will not be there. But as you start learning about financial planning and compounding, etc., you realize one thing. You realize that you need to start early. So even for the 23-year-old thinking of retirement and putting away, say, 2,000 rupees a month for retirement, saying I do not know how much money I need, but I will put money into a retirement fund or into some index fund, and I will put 2,000 rupees a month, and that is very clearly for my retirement, and that 2,000 will become, say, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 over a period of time. By the time you're 50, 55, you will be able to formulate saying, okay, I need so much corpus for retirement. Even at 55, 60, it is very difficult to know how much you will need over the next, say, 20, 30, 40 years. You don't know how long you're going to live. But all your immediate goals, I want to buy this car. It's not just buying a car. I want to buy this blue color Opel Astra. I want to buy this Jaguar. Whatever is your goal. It could be a Maruti 800, could be an Alto, could be anything, right? So depending on your goal, you create those goals. You say these are the places to visit, this is how my children will get educated, this is my daughter's marriage, this is my son's marriage, all those things, whatever you want. I mean, these could be goals, these need not, I want to climb the Himalayas, fine, whatever it is, create that vision board, keep it in front of you, and then start allocating money to each of those goals. Because if you have a goal, you have to allocate money to it. It's very simple. A goal for which you put in time, effort and energy is the one which will get done. So if you say I want to climb the Himalayas, saying will not happen. I want to run a half marathon, saying will not happen. You start taking baby steps. You take some steps towards the goal. You say, okay, I will do some cycling, I will do some swimming, I will do some running, and I will improve my fitness, and then I will start running 3 kilometers, 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, and one day I will be able to run a half marathon. But on the vision board, what you put is you standing somewhere trying to get a medal, or you pick up any good big runner, put that person's photograph, right? You want to be a very good sprinter, you put the photograph of Usain Bolt and say I want to sprint like Usain Bolt. No harm in having any of these plans and starting working towards it, right? That's what a vision board is supposed to do. And it is important, of course, to start early and have the benefit of compounding. It is also important that you start investing for the long-term goals also, not just for the short-term goals. Your short-term goal, if you're 24, could be to buy a motorcycle, and your long-term goal could be to buy a house, right? So two different views, or rather two different goals, and for which you start investing differently. Now what happens is, when you start writing down all these goals and you realize that you need different amounts of money for different goals. You have to adjust it for time. Today, if somebody tells you need 10 crores for retirement, that's great. You just say, I do not care how much I need for retirement, because I'm 23 years of age. Maybe I need 10 crores, 20 crores, 30 crores, doesn't matter. But I will start investing. That is something which you can start, right? You do not know how much, I mean, if you're 22 and you're not married, you obviously do not know how much even your marriage is going to cost, whether you're going to have kids, whether you're going to study. So those are not goals for which you will ever be able to provide for before it comes onto your vision board. But right now, whatever your goals are, saying I want to make a down payment for a car, I want to buy, or I want to purchase a motorcycle for 5 lakhs of rupees, right? Any of those things could be on your vision board. I want to travel to these places could be on your vision board. I want to join a gym, I want to join a very expensive gym, so I have to accumulate money for that. Any of these things could be on your vision board. It's your vision board. You feel free to do whatever you want, but along with that, understand that learning about finances, about compounding, about asset allocation, whatever you need to, about making a will. If you bought a house at 23, great, fantastic, but you have to make a will, right? So if your nominations are there, make sure that those nominations are made, ideally have it jointly with your parents, right? So in case something were to happen to you, they would be able to access it more easily than for a nominee, because some people might insist, it's not very, sometimes it may not be very easy to give it to the nominee. So then you need a will, especially if you have real estate. Understanding all these things and making sure that your vision board can be, because vision board is easy, it's a broad one. It says, oh, I want to do these things, and then follows the nitty-gritty of saying, okay, for this I will do this SIP, or I will do one big broad SIP in index funds, because one of my vision is to learn about investing. Till I learn about investing, I will do SIP in an index fund, right? So that's the easy thing to do, saying till I learn, I will do an index fund. Once I learn, I will start doing between mid cap, large cap, small cap, whatever. I will find out all that and I will start doing it. But that is only after I finish my learning, or at least I start my learning, right? So this is how your vision board helps you. It's largely your goal statement, but with visual aids or with handwritten aids. I mean, I know somebody who writes these goals with a fountain pen, I mean almost calligraphy types, and puts it there. It has an impact on them perhaps. So any of these things, whatever, like I said, I'm perhaps repeating myself, your vision board, you have to fill it up, you have to make sure that you go towards it. That is how the vision board helps you. Thank you.